So these are the tasks it is going to complete for the backend setup. It is going to create a fast API project using Python 3.11 setting. It is going to set up the project structure. It is going to integrate SQL Alchemy and Alembic for database migrations. It is going to add Pydantic settings for environment variable. It is going to enable CORS for frontend. It is going to implement JWT auth with Keycloak. And it is going to create all the REST endpoints for transaction files, insights. Though I wanted to create these endpoints separately as a separate task, but let's see how it goes, and we will also check if everything written by Brew is correct feature by feature. So set up salary tasks for OCR, voice to text, and trend detection. Configure Redis for salary and add unit test for PyTest. Okay, correct. Now let's run this. So it is going to create this directory, models, route, these directories, model, routes, schemas, core, tests, and salary tasks inside the app. Okay, so these tasks are done. The other tasks are creating the fast API project structure and all of the rest of the tasks. So approve it. So PyTest we're going to use for unit test. For caching, we are going to use Redis. For OCR, voice to text and trend detection, I think we have this one in our ChatGPT conversation, what we are going to use for these. REST endpoints, these are going to be pretty straightforward. These will just be these will be just APIs written, the fast APIs written in Python. It is going to implement the JWT auth for the request. It is going to enable CORS. CORS is basically cross-origin resource sharing. It's when you have like backend on a server and frontend on a server, and the frontend wants to communicate to your backend, then that backend should allow those requests so that those requests can reach. And for that, we have to allow these like the CORS for the requests coming from front end. For example, it's abc.com where the front end is deployed. Then we should have the whitelisting or the options request set for allowing this abc.com, allowing requests from the abc.com. So this is the core setup. Then Pydantic setting for environment variables, going to create environment variables. This for database migration, all the database changes will be done using these tools. So our database is always in sync with the latest changes, and we don't need to go to database to do the changes. All of those changes will be present in the scripts, which will automatically be synced with the database, and those changes will reflect into the database. So these are the project structure and fast APIs. Okay, so it's now creating the main file for our project, backend project, the main.py. So we got our fast API setup done. We have the CORS middleware in place. We have our routers, and we have this health check API, which can be used by observability tools to check the health of our backend application. So let's save this file. Settings.py file is ready. It has all the settings. Let's save it. Now security.py, and it is going to verify the password against a hash. This could have been better, this code, but for this demo, I think this looks good. Now let's save it. We got our base.py. Let's save this user.py. This user model is the database model. Like it'll be a model using which we'll be inserting the values or getting the values back from the database. It is having all of these fields: ID, email, hashed password, is active, is super user, and then there will be relationships to transaction table, so that we can store all of the user transactions and files for those transactions. Okay, let's save this file. Transaction file, create the directory to maintain the versions. Now see, all of these tasks are completed. These were the UI tasks, and then these were the backend tasks, and now there are some more which are pending. Let's go ahead and approve it. Now this backend configuration, environment file for backend. In here we are having like the database URL, the secret key. So these are the placeholders when we'll be using the, when we'll be focusing on the implementation, then we can update these values. Some of these are placeholders and some of these we can readily use. We have this API version, string, project name, database URL, secret, algorithm for our auth, access token, expiry time, front-end URL, backend, course origin, and then we have this key clock configuration. We have, so right now these are placeholders. We don't not having the ID secret, the real ID secret here. Then we have Redis configuration. Then we have Celery configuration. Then we have this file upload settings, that max upload is what we want to stand and be as per the requirement we created, and then the log level. Now it is on the next one, add Pydantic setting for environment variables. Let's go to main.py. Here we have configured the course and we allowed everything. So it is going to edit this file. Let's approve this edit. Now it's updating the JWT authentication integration for Keycloak. Now it's updating the auth router to use the Keycloak client for authentication. We have came too far. Now only 4 steps to go. Like it did the Keycloak integration. Now it is going to create the REST endpoints for transactions, files, and insights. I think we already have these created